Hello friends, in the previous video of experiment number 1 you have seen the aim, objective, principle and analysis related to the experiment of verification of impulse momentum principle. In this video you will see the experimental setup, its diagram, procedure for conducting experiment, the specification which you will be using and the observation of this experiment. This is the actual setup which is available with us. In this experimental setup you can see the pump. Basically we have centrifugal pump and this is the suction for the pump, and through this you will be discharging the water. The water will be passing through the rotameter so that we can measure the flow through this. We have control panel here to switch on and off the pump. This water will be passing through this pipe and then nozzle which will be opening in this transparent chamber. This is kept transparent so that you can visualize the action by the jet. Here you can see one straight rod on which the plate will be mounted. We have two objectives in which we will be verifying the impulse momentum principle, and we will be calculating the coefficient of impact for two different plates, that is the flat plate and hemispherical plate. So these two types of plate will be used for experimentation and will be attached over here. Here you can see one lever is there on which the balance weight is used, so that at the time of performing the experiment you will be balancing this lever, and then you can see the deflection due to action of the jet. In detail of this setup, here you can see the lever which is attached to the fulcrum or the fixed position, and above which this will be deflected. These are the two plates, flat plate, this is the hemispherical plate, and these are the two weights which you will be using for performing the experiment, and you will be putting inside this and varying the distance from this point. You can see the photos of flat plate, and this is a curved plate. The curvature and the angle of this curved plate is given in the specification, which is 60. Working principle: in this, the jet of water is allowed to strike on the stationary or the curved plane, and the actual force which will be exerted by the jet, which you can measure by using the lever and sliding weight, and the theoretical force which will be exerted can be calculated on the basis of the area of the nozzle at the velocity of the jet. Here you will see the procedure for performing the experiment. Here, before start of the experiment, you have to balance this lever. If lever is not balanced, you have to balance by using the balance weight. So before start you have to put the particular plate over here, and then you have to balance the lever. After that you have to switch on the pump, and after switching on, your water will start passing through this. So here you have the lever by which you can adjust the discharge passing through this. The discharge before actual start of the experiment, you have to see the full discharge through the rotameter. The rotameter has a range of 0 to 3000 LPH, but in some cases the full discharge will not exceed more than 2600 LPH or maybe 2400 lph. That depend on the voltage and current of the centrifugal pump. So you have to see the full discharge and iterate that in 6 parts. So let's say you have full discharge of 2600, so you can take in the range of 400 lpm. So first observation 400, 800, 1200, 1600, 2000 and 2400, like that. So you can take the 6 different observations. You begin with the very small discharge of around 400 lph. You adjust the wall accordingly, and the discharge will be passing through this, and finally in the nozzle velocity will increase, which will exert the force on this plate. Due to this, the lever will get deflect. इस तरह से ये deflect होगा. You take care, as you know this is going to be deflect, so you keep the weight in this, so that deflection will be not much rigorous and it will not stuck at the other end. You put the weight here, small weight of around 68 gram, and you will see small deflection somewhere here, which you can adjust by rotating, sliding this weight somewhere here, and then you find that the lever is perfectly balanced. At this position, the weight is acting downward. You have to measure distance of plate from this hinge point. So you have to measure this distance x, and you have to measure the distance of weight from this hinge point. Let us assume this is y. This you can measure by using the measuring tape or inch scale, which will be provided to you. So these 4 things you can observe. Like very first is the weight. We have 2 weight. One is of 68 and another is of 128. So you have to see the weight of the lever balancing which you are using. Second, you have to measure the distance x, which is fixed for this case, and y, which will be varying for different cases, and the rotameter reading. So these 4 observations you have to note down. You have to repeat the procedure for 6 different rotameter readings. So the way in which you have conducted one observation, similar procedure you have to follow for next observation. Like that, 6 observations you have to note down for 6 different rotameter readings. Once the all 6 observations is done for the single plate, you have to replace the plate and you have to repeat the procedure. These are the specification. I will not read all the specification. I will only tell you the important specification which will be used in the calculation. Nozzle diameter. This is helpful for calculating the area of the nozzle. Sliding weight. These two. The hemispherical disc. The angle of this hemispherical disc is important. Okay. Apart from this, these specifications are important. Even this one is also important. These specifications are important, so that whenever you need to replace any part, you can see the specification and ask for particular specification part. So these are the observations which we will be noting down. Movable weight, position of movable weight x1, distance of vane from the hinge x2, and rotameter. This is the observation table in which you will be noting down the rotameter reading in LPH, movable weight whether it is 68 or 128, and distance of movable weight x1, which will be fixed, and x2 will vary as per the force which will be exerted on the different plane. In the next coming video, you will see the calculation and the experimental observation part. Thank you very much for patience listening.